Chapter 5, Tower of Thunder. Hello guys, this is UniversalGiant, and welcome back for more of Let's Play Mother 3. Before we begin the chapter, we get a flashback from Duster, which reminds him of where he hid the Egg of Light that he retrieved from Osohe Castle after he was separated from the rest of the group. So it looks like he took the egg and he stuck it in this miscolored clay pile here. That's going to be our objective for the chapter. Finding that egg. So we find that the group has made their way up the cliff face here, and they're headed to Unknown Valley. There should be a big hole in the ground straight north of here. I think I went through it and hid the egg somewhere on the other side. So let's head for that area first. Of course, there are a couple of things that we want to get out of the way before we head up to the northeast, because there are quite a few things we can do if we head back down south. First, there's something insignificant written here, but because it's insignificant, you didn't read it. Logic. And, in this present, there were fireworks inside. Gotta love it. But before we head over to Thunder Tower, let's see if we can skip by these enemies here. We want to head back down south, and first I want to show off an enemy that we skipped past because we weren't nearly strong enough to take it on as we were before. Remember the cattle snakes I said were too difficult for you to take on, just as Duster and Boney? Well, now that we have Kumatora and Duster in our party, I could have sworn I said Duster twice. It's time for us to finally fight this thing. So I believe it's weak to freeze. See how much that does. 181 damage. I'll say it's weak to freeze. So now let's see if this thing can actually get an attack off on us. And then we'll see just how powerful it is. And just a heads up, you cannot decrease the offense of this thing with any PSI attacks or Duster's Scary Mask. 83 damage! That's quite a bit. Good luck trying to defeat this thing in Chapter 4. But, as we are now, we can take it down, and it gives you quite a bit of experience. But what I'm actually interested in is on the other side of the train tunnel back in Osohe Castle. So I will meet you guys when I reach the top of Osohe Castle. And after about 8 minutes, we arrive in the hallway just before we encounter our Chapter 2 mid-boss, who seems to have gotten a bit of a wardrobe makeover here. I am Lord Passion. The music I am playing is Ode to Ancestors, 8th Movement. Listen thoroughly. Yeah, sure, why not? I kind of feel bad for blowing you off last time. Yes, I thought you would like it. Actually, my music isn't the only thing that's splendid. I've added 2 new curls to my hairstyle. What do you think? Isn't it wonderful? 2 more curls? Hell no! Is 2? And we get to rematch with Passion. This is Lord Passion, and he is a lot tougher than he was before. When I say tougher, I just mean this battle is going to take a very long time. So I suggest debuffing him to open it up. Of course, Smoke Bomb to make him cry, so most of his physical attacks will miss. All of his attacks are physical. Like, brandishing his baton hurts a lot. So you'll also want to debuff his offense. The only real thing that I don't like about this battle is because it takes a really long time for where you are in the chapter. Everything but the kitchen sink. That hurts. Tickle Stick doesn't always work, but at this point it's the only chance you have to debuff his defense, and then I'll make this battle go a little bit faster. I just like to wait for this slow part of the music so I can combo. So let's keep going. You tickle stick again. And he is weak to fire, although freeze gives you a chance to freeze him so he doesn't attack you. I hope you guys like this music because we're going to be hearing it for the next few minutes. Maybe a good idea to heal up Lucas. As you can see, he's weak to fire. Freeze does a little bit less than that, so it may be worth doing. Okay, let's heal up. Kumatora is probably best on healing duty. You can tell this theme incorporated a little bit more classical music than his previous theme did. I can never combo to that part. Kumatora, you really need to get some healing going here. You see, I can never combo to the slow part. And now Lucas can't stop crying, so we're gonna have to heal that off next turn. Definitely. So heal yourself since you're not really going to be able to hit the guy, and Kumatora, I guess you can heal up Duster. Like I said, this battle just takes a while, but it's not very difficult. So I guess we'll have Kumatora heal off Duster's tears as well. Hopefully, we'll get the healing off before Duster goes. Send a shoe flying! Yeah, I was afraid Duster would go first. Okay, more healing we're going to need for Lucas. I'm surprised he hasn't hit Boney in a while. Numbing Melody will... It's like paralysis where you can't move, but it only happens occasionally. I can never do that. I believe healing gets rid of it. I don't think it always works, though. I guess we'll find out. Alright, so we got the life up to Lucas, and now Lucas will try healing Kumatora's numbness. And there we go, that worked. So let's have Kumatora attack again, because it's been way too long since she's had a turn to wail at this guy. Once again, waiting for the slow part of the music. Another numbing melody. Good thing we dodged out, because I'm sick of healing it off. Almost got that one in there. Gotta love how the music sped up at the end of that. Okay, you're crying. Why aren't you missing more often? I promise we're getting towards the end of this fight. It's not going to go on for much longer. Approaching the end of the fight, I said. Yeah, I'm not going to bother healing that off. Because we were able to take him out on the very next turn. Our passion disappeared. And not only do we get the 1,000 or so experience and a couple of well-earned level ups, we will also get one of the items that he was balancing in midair with his baton. Which happens to be nothing less than Duster's mystical weapon. The strongest weapon for Duster. The mystical shoes. You'll see, we give these to Duster, and just look at these stat upgrades. Offense by 40, max HP going up by 15. Just about every stat is improved with these. And this is going to make Duster the strongest member of our party for a good while. Now, I know I'm going to be cutting this episode a bit short, so I think I'll show off a couple of things around town that you can do for Chapter 5 that's sort of interesting, but probably not really. So let's head back down the fireplace, which will bring us to the front of Osohe Castle, and we'll burn off the last couple of minutes of this video showing off some stuff that you probably wouldn't know about otherwise, because this is the only thing that you'd come back to Tasmily for in Chapter 5. First, I want to show off what Lucas does when he goes to visit his mother's grave, because you have to pay your respects. Flint is always offering flowers. Wife of Flint, mother of the twins Lucas and Klaus, daughter of Alec. May the beautiful Hanawa rest in peace here for all time. And every time you visit the grave, you'll get the same cutscene. Sunflowers, Hanawa's favorite. Can't forget how this tale started off. Lucas losing his mother and his twin brother. You can also head over to the west at the crossroads, or maybe further south, I forget. I'm pretty sure it's over here. And this place has gotten a bit of a makeover as well. There's simply been far too much lightning lately. This lightning somehow doesn't seem natural. That said, I can't imagine there being such a thing as artificial lightning. Yeah, I can't either, but that tower that we were supposed to go to earlier looks a bit suspicious, wouldn't you say? In order to read this sign, you had to trample on the flowers at your feet. Did you even realize that? Though the person who placed the sign here really is the one to blame. Oh wait, that's me. Sorry about that. Please throw all your empty cans in the trash bin. This game. It really is worthwhile to go out of your way to get some of that dialogue and some of the text, because it is quite funny. But if we head into the Sunshine Forest here, and I didn't show off, if you're a lot stronger than the enemies, you can just run right through them, and then you don't have to fight them. You don't get experience for it like you did in Earthbound, but it's nice to do. And in here we'll find another enemy, but this time he's pretty much pinned into the ground, so give him a go. Don't underestimate him either, just because he's the graded yam monster. I think he's weak to freeze. Pretty powerful. Alright, let's see what a freeze does. 156, that's wonderful. So let's heal off the damage Kumatora took in that battle. Tooked is now a past tense verb. There we go. What I'm really here for is not you. The little mouse pretended like he was a member of our party. Pick up this present, peculiar cheese, not what I'm that interested in. There's another present around here somewhere that I'm also not interested in. I might have passed it. But up here's Lighter Shack. Looks like he's doing pretty well for himself. Hey, Duster, haven't seen you in 3 whole years. Have you gotten a little condor... Wait, that's not the word. I've gotten a little bolder. Yeah, ha 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 ha. Remember, Lighter's shack was the one that burned down in the forest fire in Chapter 1, but it looks like something else is attacking the building here. The house I'm secretly living in got blasted by lightning. It seems like all the good guys are getting their houses blasted by lightning. I mean, Lucas's house was hit, Nippolite's shack was hit, Reggie's tent was torn down. I didn't show that off. Now we can't run through enemies because Lucas's Kumatora is getting another PSI technique. So the present we're looking for, I believe, is hidden right behind this Yen monster. You don't have to fight him. Just go right up to it, and you get a Pisces bracelet. So let's equip that to Lucas for another 7 defense. You can give it to Duster or Kumatora, but there isn't a need to. And I forgot to mention that off-screen Kumatora learned Paralysis Alpha, which can induce paralysis on an enemy. But that's pretty much everything I wanted to show off before we headed to Unknown Valley. So that's that then. And as soon as Kumatora learns that technique, I'll call it quits and meet you guys on the other side of the train tunnel. Defense down Alpha, another technique we're going to be making good use of later. But for now, this is UniversalGiant, and I'll see you guys next time.